Hello, everyone, and welcome to this session. My name is Sandra Smith, and I'm going to be taking you through this session, this presentation, where we're going to learn how smart business decisions begin by using sage intelligence. I hope everyone is enjoying the SWK Empower virtual conference. Lots of information to learn. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. First of all, what I'm going to do is just talk a little bit about what sage intelligence is. There's a few people that are watching this that might not understand what sage intelligence is. So I'm going to go through that first of all. Next, I'm going to walk through the high-level features and benefits, how it can benefit you in helping you make those good business decisions. And then I'm going to show you some actual report templates that we have and explain how you can get started towards the end of the presentation. So Sage Intelligence, what is it? It's a reporting tool. Again, it helps you make those business decisions. What we use are pre-built Excel templates that you run. So all of the reports for Sage Intelligence run to Microsoft Excel. This means that you can use your Excel experience, your existing Excel experience, to look at these reports. Now, you do not have to be an Excel guru. You simply look at the reports, the information, your data from your business to make your decisions. Now, we allow the ability to edit your report formatting and formulas, etc., using Microsoft Excel. So if you're a report writer or you are someone that understands reports and wants to make those edits, you can do that using existing Excel knowledge. Sage Intelligence allows you to create new reports, so you can start from scratch and create that report to look exactly as you need to do. You can design your financial reports down to that cell level. So you can design your reports to include the information and to look the way you and your you and your employees need to see those financial reports. Now, you can also distribute the reports, meaning you can email them, send them to a file, multiple ways of getting those reports out to the people in your business that needs this information to make decisions in their roles. You can also view data from multiple sources, which means that the report can include data from different applications across your business, different modules within your accounting system. So you might think, well, what does that mean for me? Well, traditionally, those of you that are people who are making those decisions, maybe you're an owner of a business, you're a manager, you're managing other people or projects, etc., or maybe you are someone who even creates reports. It can mean different things. Those of you who are making decisions, this product will enable you to have the information at your fingertips so that you can either dig into it or understand what's going on in your business or in that area of your business, and the people that work for you, those people that can, in their particular roles, can make decisions about better decisions about what's going on in their role and how they can contribute to the company. And those of you who are creating reports, this means that it's easier to create reports, edit reports, manage those reports for your report readers. So first of all, let's talk about how you can control your data. It's very important to control the data within your business, right? You don't necessarily want everyone to see everything. So with Sage Intelligence, all reports are run and distributed from the product, meaning we have an application or a module within the product called Report Manager. I'm going to talk about that in detail in a minute, where all the reports are stored. They're all run from that same interface, so they're well managed. You can set who has permissions to run the report, to edit the report, etc. Who receives the report. You have the ability to manage that. And all the data that's from within your Sage 300 or your other business sources, or I should say, and other business sources, if you choose to use that feature. All that data is coming directly from your Sage 300 or those sources. So no longer do you have to go into a certain area, copy information, paste it. All the reports, once you run them, are updated. They're updated as of the time that you run the report. Now, I mentioned Report Manager. This is where you manage all of your reports. So you can see within this interface, you have folders there on the left-hand side, and you can go into the folder and run your reports. You can see on the right-hand side, it's what we call a properties window here, and that means that you can manage properties if you want to add filters and parameters. So you manage the report from Report Manager. Now, this next image on the right-hand side is the viewer. And this allows you to optionally run reports but not edit them. So think of your managers, your owners, your C-levels, those people who need the reports. They want to see all of the information. They want to analyze, the information in the reports to make those decisions. But maybe you, as the person who's managing and controlling those reports, you don't necessarily want them to make changes to them. You can make the changes, they can just run them, not edit them. This is where maybe you have some employees, maybe back office warehouse people or sales management. They can run the report but not edit them. And one other point to make here is they not only run the report, but I'll show you a feature in a minute where with the financial reports they can drill down into that supporting data using this module. Whereas if you email or report to them, there is no drill down. And that's a way to control your data, like I just mentioned on the previous slide, where you can, with this viewer module here, you can run the report and drill into that supporting data. Pre-built reports. Yes, Sage Intelligence comes with lots of pre-built reports. I'm going to show them to you, a few of them in just a few minutes. So these help you analyze your business data. We have reports, of course, financials, your basics, income statement, balance sheet, cash flow, trial balance, etc. But we also have pre-built reports on sales, inventory, purchasing, and there's others like project reports, so quite a few. Now, we've pre-formatted them using Microsoft Excel. So we've placed, titles and columns and rows, etc., but all using Microsoft Excel. But remember, you can change these pre-built reports. And we have additional reports that are pre-formatted where you can access them on our website, sageintelligence.com/resources. This is a list of our standard reports. So it includes what I mentioned earlier, your financials, your sales, purchase. There's quite a few of them, 2 examples on the right-hand side, and a couple dashboards. So, quite a lot of standard reports, but we have additional ones that I'm going to talk about as well in the next slides. Let me go to that. These are reports that I mentioned you can download from our website. Again, sageintelligence.com. You can download the report, and it downloads to a folder in Report Manager. But you can also download this utility that enables you to click on that icon. It's a little executable, the report utility. You can click on that icon and you can then go to this list here of reports and check which ones you want to download. Anytime you think of maybe a report you're considering, you'd like to create, come here first. Look to see if we have a report template that's already built that you can download and run right away, and we have pictures of each. You have dashboards, cash flow, ratio reports, project and job costing. So here's just a few examples of all those reports, all those templates we have available free on our website. So another feature I'd like to talk through a little bit more detail is that distribution, that collaborative feature that enables you to send emails, send to a file, send to an FTP or a website. You can send these reports as an Excel file. You can send them as a PDF. You can send, if you send as an Excel, you can send with the formulas visible or not. Lots of options there. And you can set it up so you can automatically send. We have a customer who sends, let's see, it's a very large report to a file for access of employees across the world, access them. And they're updated every hour. So quite intensive. They need that information changed every hour, and so that's what they do. And it's auto send. So enable your team, your company to collaborate through this distribution tool. Now, one thing I'd like you to understand, if nothing else, is the flexibility that Sage Intelligence provides you. You're using Microsoft Excel, so you have the plethora of features that Microsoft Excel comes with. You can use all of them. You can easily edit your report using Microsoft Excel and all of its capabilities, maybe using graphics, recording macros on it. You can, using changing the columns and the rows and all kinds of things. I mean, whatever you want to do with formatting your report using Excel, you can. And what you'll do then is you'll save all the changes to Sage Intelligence. You're saving those changes to that report manager. Again, no copy pasting. And then when you save the changes to Report Manager, the next time you run that report out, it looks exactly as what you wanted it to when you were editing it in Excel. So lots of flexibility in that. You can customize the existing templates we have, which is shown here, and you can create new financial reports from scratch, all according to how your business needs to see these reports. So you can see here, again, it's a template that we have, but you can change anything about it, down to even the color of the column headings you can see there. But you'll use this task pane on the right-hand side to drag in your formulas, to use your trees, that's your segmented accounts, to report exactly as you need to see it. We have formulas, the ability to hide 0 rows, the dynamically refresh for new accounts, etc. All kinds of ability using these templates and changing them. All right, I love this slide because it shows just 2 examples of the many examples we have for dashboards. You can use and create dashboards using Microsoft Excel. We have videos on our website that explain exactly how to do this. You can set them up in so many different ways, make them colorful, make them graphical, make them interactive for your users so they can really understand the decision, the information, and make better decisions for their area of the business. And then the Financial Report Designer allows you to drill down. Now the Financial Report Designer, again, that's just a report for financials only. You'll have that task pane on the right-hand side again, and that's where you'll have the ability to print out specific layouts. If you're creating from scratch, you'll use your list formulas and trees, meaning you can drag in any type of list, whether it be a low-level account list or a group list or a category list, etc. Set up your formulas, create trees where you can drag in a specific department or region or product or however your accounts are segmented, and really create that financial report so that it's informative to your users. And you can include a balance sheet in one sheet of the workbook. You can include an income statement in the next sheet of the workbook, and so on. You can have one workbook that includes all of your financials as well as information, sales, inventory, others, all within the same workbook. The beauty of the financial report designer is what I do want to explain, and that's the drill down, where you can drill into any of the values there by right-clicking, select drill down, and then up pops your account list, and then further detail, the transaction information. So you can drill into any of this by using these special financial reports called the Financial Report Designer. So very helpful for those specifically that want to drill into that transactional area. But again, the drill down is used through that module I mentioned earlier, the viewer, so that you can control your data. All right, you're allowed to save reports to Sage Intelligence, of course. The templates, when you run them out, they open up in Microsoft Excel. They present all your data as of runtime, and if you make any changes in Excel, you go back and you save them in Sage Intelligence to Report Manager, and there's a picture again of it. You'll save that report with the specific filters that you've added, a parameter you might have added. So Report Manager will enable you to create those filters and parameters to only get the data the user really needs to see or wants to see. And once you save the report, that's it. It's saved. It's going to look like that every time until you make changes. So you don't have to keep copying and pasting and changing every week, every month. It's going to save you so much time. So all you simply need to do is run the report. It'll populate that template with the data that you need to see, and you can use your time analyzing those reports, looking at the information so that you can make good decisions. Now, report from across your business. This is a little bit more advanced, but it is so helpful in terms of being able to see across your business and make decisions across your business. This is where you can include business data from throughout your Sage 300, all the modules. So we do have a specific module within Sage Intelligence that enables you to connect to additional modules within 300. And by that I mean maybe a project module, payroll, or anything outside of your general ledger, for example. Now, this also means that it includes business data from other sources outside of Sage. And by sources, again, I mean other applications. Maybe you have Sage CRM, or maybe you have another application that works with Sage, but it is not it's a different database. So these are sources that maybe use SQL, maybe use another kind of database. Maybe you have data that's stored in Excel and you've turned that into a table. You can create a report off of that Excel table. So it's really flexible in how you can access information from across your business, and then you can picture a report that includes data from all these other sources and really have that true business intelligence feel, that true ability to make good, sound decisions from all that information. All right, let's take a look at some examples of the reports. And I am, of course, going to start with financials because they are most important. So these reports I'm going to be showing in the next several slides are templates that we've built, but keep in mind, when you run these reports to Excel, you can make changes to any of them. So this is a trial balance. You can see up here what we call the parameters, and typically you can change the period, the company, the currency type. These are just parameters that the user, once they run it out, they can maybe put a different company code in, and all the data below will change to that company code. They can put a different period number in, and same thing. All of the data down here will change according to the parameters that they change. So it's very dynamic. Income statement. Again, here are some parameters, just a different look. There's your year over year, your current versus year to date, and then your variance. Again, you can change anything, especially if you want to change the color of the background of these column headings. But you can change where these parameters are. You can change really anything, add a logo or anything like that to these reports. So this is just an example, one you can use. And by the way, you can run this report and it will open and include your data right in these cells, because these reports were created through the use of 300. Statement of cash flows. I like showing this one because it not only shows your cash flow here, all periods, your current year, but it shows a nice graphic and shows you the trending. You can see the year over year down here. Again, you can add number of years, make any changes to any of these reports. All right, this is your summary by account category, and I like showing this one too because it has your year-to-date information, and lots of information according to your reporting unit. Here's your income statement forecast, balance sheet forecast, so many options. So I'll just kind of run through some of these others. Your financial ratio, there's another dashboard for you. Additional dashboards that you can change by using the drop down. And sales reports, all kinds of information to help you make better decisions. Here's your additional sales report, sales dashboards, and then of course purchasing, inventory, and so many more options of reports that are available to you. I could go on, but I'm sure you're asking, how do I get started with this? It is so easy to get started. Contact the folks that have put on this great event here. Equation, SWK, seek them out. All right, so have them activate your one free license of Report Manager and run the reports out. It's really that simple. So if you don't have Sage Intelligence in the tree of your 300, contact one of these great people and they'll activate and help you get started. Go to Report Manager, click on one of these folders and run out a sales report or a purchase report, and then you'll see Sage Intelligence in action. Now, where do I get more information on this? This is what you can do today. You can go ahead and go to sageintelligence.com/learning, and that's where we have a huge website full of so many videos and documents, all kinds of resources to help you learn more about Sage Intelligence. Do this even before you check to see if you have it, because you can understand how to run a report. There's and it's anytime learning, right? Anytime you access this site, you'll be able to find the videos and documents available to you. Resources is where those free templates can be found as well, so check it out. Also, you can go to our training at sageu.com. We have beginner, intermediate, advanced financials, all kinds of training to get you and your employees up and running and ready to go with Sage Intelligence. It's very comprehensive, so I highly recommend taking a look at that. Of course, SWK and Equation can also provide you with training and get you started on your path here. Continuing on, if you have questions, if you're a user of Sage Intelligence now, check out Sage City or our knowledge base for more information as well as training. Sage City is a great place to go to insert your questions and see of like-minded people who have a lot of experience with Excel or Sage Intelligence or anything else to help you, move forward with the product. And of course, their knowledge base has great information, and we've got all kinds of tips and tricks out there for you, ready for you. So check out these great, fantastic resources. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate everyone watching this webcast. So I look forward to talking with you and answering any questions.